Welcome back to another episode of WhatsNUrs, the show where we give it to you raw and uncut, agree to disagree, but it's just our thoughts. I'm your host, T. Martin, Season 3. Y'all already, we going up, man. We on the run. Man, Father's Day weekend, man. Father's Day weekend. Honestly, I'm celebrating Father's Day all week. So shout out to all the fathers, father figures, mentors, stepdads, players, good fathers in general. Salute y'all, man, for real word. It's our day, so don't let them trick y'all to getting on the grill. Nah. No work. Put your robe on, put your slippers on, man. Don't you get your ass on that grill. Not this year. Not this year, man. If you try to get us, y'all, stay dangerous. Stay dangerous, Kings. Wiz, what's shaking? How you feeling today, man?
Man, I'm feeling bad. I was just sitting here thinking about getting on the grill, and then you just gonna
Nah, man.
undercut me.
We chilling this year, man. Definitely, man. Shout y'all out, man. Definitely. Before we get started, man, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Like. Let them views go up. Shout out to the UK. Shout out South Africa. Word, man. Views is going up. Views is definitely going up. So let's start the bus up. You know, we got to start the bus up. You know what I mean? Shot time. Shot time for it.
Started up with some shots.
Happy Father's Day to y'all.
Yeah. And if you're in the Western New York area, you should come out to the Struggle Compound to the car show. If you like cars.
We got invited, so we'll be there. We'll be there. Hot topics. Start to bust up some hot topics, man. What you think of?
Go ahead.
It's about to go up. I see it now.
Yeah.
What's up with the Tank and the Frank fight?
Oh, okay.
Who you got? They fight Saturday, so that's gonna be. So people who don't know, you know what I mean? Javante Davis, Tank is fighting Frank Martin. That's gonna be a good fight, Drew. It's gonna be a good fight.
Tank's gonna take that.
I got Tank too, but I just want to see a good fight. Good fight. Somebody getting their ass whooped. And go from there.
For sure. And then I'm slightly partial just because of, call your son Tank. So.
Oh yeah. Tank. Oh yeah. Shout out to Tank. He went prime time last week. He had a football game and a baseball game all in one day. And he performed crazy. Like
Tank Griffey
Jr.
Right. You don't know Bo, right?
Not yet. But yeah. Ooh, why you say Bo? Bo was nasty.
Both sports, right?
Yeah, he played Bo. Bo was one of the best running backs in due time, in my opinion. Well, you know what I mean? Scratch that. I wanted to hit you with this one, though, Drew. I had to ask you this. Do you think, animals have the ability to, commit suicide?
Yes.
Yes. I thought I was tripping. The squirrel would not get out the way today. I'm like, yo, he just fuck it. He like, yo, she left me, man. Just end it now. I'm like, no. Get out the way.
It's so weird that you're bringing this up right now. Just to recap, you're talking about you had a squirrel. Sounds like that you hit.
Oh, no, I didn't hit. He wanted me to hit him. I know he did. So, I'm like, get out the fucking street.
All right.
Please.
So I killed a month ago a possum out in Alden area, a big ass possum. When I was driving home with my wife, we were going back and forth about some shit. And, I think we were actually in a little argument, a little whatever, getting the heat of the moment, Italians, how we are. And it hit this fucking possum, couldn't get out the way, right? And I had it in my brain, I was like, this man did this to himself, right? Just go with me, right? Then on the way, a couple days ago, the whole family, or my wife and I are driving in the car, and I said, oh, no, we were on the way home from New York City. And I said, raccoon. I said, oh, raccoon just ran across the road. That motherfucker came back, and we hit him.
Oh, so yeah.
So I'm basically like an animal murderer at this point.
I hope not.
But I think that, they have too much going on in life, and they just decided to give up. But yes.
You think so, too. But
are animals gay?
They might be. Or do they know what gay is?
That's what I'm saying. Do you think they know sexual shit like that?
I don't think so.
You don't think they're that conscious?
I don't think so.
Of it?
But it's just our thoughts.
We don't know. We're not saying we know.
We don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. Because because I thought they said that one day like elephants or like certain animals, dolphins are super smart, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's like you start having those thoughts of like, but like when you think of an animal that's super smart, like what does that look like if you're that animal? Like, what is that intelligence level? Like, does that mean they know? I don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
Do they know they boys or girls, males or females? I don't know. That's a good question. Like, where you going there?
It's
Like, where you
intense.
going? Speed it up. Let's speed it up. So, what comes to mind when we talk about your hometown where you grew up at? What comes to mind?
Like nostalgia. Like, well, specifically, are you asking about the generalness of like the specific hometown I grew up in?
Yeah, like when you was growing up, how was it? Elaborate a little bit on how was it when you was growing up in your hometown?
The Wiz grew up, part of the time in Brewerton, which is like a town north of Syracuse. So I like grew up on the water. It's now like a resort town, but when I grew up, it was like the country. And then the other part of the town was the north side of Syracuse. So hometown to me feels like, we're talking about, a place that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
What about you?
Like, it brings like cookouts back in the day, cookouts. You know what I mean?
But you still cook out, don't you?
Oh yeah, all day. But it's different when you were a kid and when you're throwing the cookouts type thing. You get what I'm saying nowadays? Just like water fights when we used to open the fire hydrants and get crazy with the super soakers. You know what I mean?
They don't know about that.
They don't know about that. The super soakers with the fire hydrant, come on. You know what I mean? Sitting out late night on the porch. Sometime when you had to be back before the street lights, but just chilling on the porch, cooling. You know what I mean? That's what I think when growing up in the hometown. That's crazy. Shit, let's double back it. What you remember about your teenager years?
Man, my teenager years was crazy. We were getting in all kinds of trouble. And it really depends. I was one of those people that had like big changes every year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like my friends group and what we were doing was changing a lot year to year. So, I will say it feels like the challenges that I think our kids are going to go through at those years are a lot different and a lot worse than what we had to go through. What they're
Right.
worried about is not what we're worried about.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. What was it like for where you grew up?
Like teenagers
When you
was
were a
crazy.
teenager.
Having fun, didn't have no fear. Girls acting crazy, partying. You know what I mean? You start smelling yourself at a certain age when you're a teenager. You start driving, school. I remember, man, laying the clothes out before you got to go to school, and the night before you go to school, and that morning you couldn't even motherfucking sleep. You had some new drip coming through. You couldn't even sleep. You about to kill their ass in the morning. You know what I mean? Like you already know in your head. Watching videos.
I have that memory. You remember that? Like when you lay out a outfit that you were going to wear to school the next day.
You had to.
You felt like you were walking into the music video, the track of your life.
Yo.
Every day of the week. You could go to the store on Friday, get an outfit for Monday, and you felt the whole weekend like, I'm going to be the shit when I go to school.
I would kill their ass in the morning. you couldn't even sleep.
Right. Shit, you get dressed up just to walk around the mall.
Yo.
Just to maybe walk by that girl that you knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, for real.
Hey, what's up?
That's teenager years.
Hey.
Going skating, different things. That's teenagers. What y'all think, people? What was y'all teenager years like? Comment down below. Man.
Go and skate and throw that one out there. Like the hip hop, like Friday night music skates and shit.
Yeah.
Like that. Like the old school skates we had too. You know what I'm talking
about? Is the camera on you? Cause woo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Drew said, yo, he felt like he had skates. So he said, yo, but now you turn the skates on.
Because they just don't know.
Yo,
that was the shit.
That's what I'm saying. Feel me?
Yeah, and it's funny. I grew up, like I said, part of the time we were in the country, so you have different cultural things. Mm-hmm. They had a hockey rink, These motherfuckers are doing basically the same thing on a Friday night, but on ice skates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know Buffalo, being out here now, y'all got hockey rinks everywhere.
Shit, I can ice skate too. Don't get that twisted. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I used to play a little hockey.
Stop.
All right. Okay.
Stop.
We might have to throw that. We gonna throw it on there.
Yeah.
Let's go to the ice rink in the winter. We can watch.
Definitely going to the ice rink.
Can y'all ice skate people and can y'all ice skate, man? Word. That's fire.
You know what's crazy? My grandmother, shout out to my grandmother, she's
Shout out, Granny.
Italian immigrant. She could not swim. She never learned to swim, and that blows my mind to think about not
Blowing
swimming.
your mind sound crazy.
Yo.
Sorry, Granny.
Everything with you.
I'm sorry, Granny, but blowing your
when
mind.
you talk about my grandmother swimming, we're not gonna make that sound sexual. We are not gonna do that.
Yo, I'm about to walk out right now.
Yo, my man talking. Oh, blow your mind sounds crazy. He says, "The fuck."
Oh, yo. No seatbelts, man. It's going up.
Speaking of old ladies, this is about to be a crazy transition. Speaking of old ladies, let's talk about these old heads in the NBA, WNBA that are being mean to these young women.
Yeah, but the game's the game. You can't come up here, young whippersnapper, and shout out them young girls because they doing their thing.
They're coming.
Doing their thing.
They're like hazing these women. I don't even know if that's the right word.
I don't know about hazing.
It's not the level of detrimental hazing. But they're treating the girls that are creating a spark for their sport like, we've been doing this for years and blah, blah, blah. And you have. But I think there needs to be like a recognition. Like Angel Reese's anger right now, she may be directing it towards Caitlin Clark. But part of that is her wanting that recognition because the young crowd, like, bro,
times have changed, Drew.
They're moving games to new arenas because they're selling many tickets.
Them out.
Like, people are watching. My father's an old ass man, be like, "Oh, you watch the such and such Sky, or did you watch this game?" Like, that wasn't happening in 10 years. So these ladies got that. You cannot be shitty to the people that are making that happen.
Yeah, because like you said, they selling out. They come to see Clark, especially games away. They're selling. That's crazy. You have a Pacific spot where a game's supposed to be, and we got to change it days later because we can't fill the seats. Let's fill the seats, get that revenue. She's bringing that in.
It's not just her though.
It's not just her, but she have a big part of that. I'm not even gonna hold it. And I like Wilson. I like Reese. But you got your private jet. It's different. And this can go for me and you. Like you said, the old heads, man, we doing this for us. They got to come together for real, because of the simple fact. But the game. Game is a game. Like, you ain't about to come. I've been here. It's like an OG. It's time to give it up. It's new kids on the block, honestly. And that's just like the NBA.
So here's where all I'm saying is the comparison to the NBA is 100% there. There's definitely those stories that we see or we hear that they talk about, like when Kobe first played in an NBA All-Star game against somebody, or vice versa, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying the difference is those guys that are young bucks in the NBA aren't changing the face of the league to make the older guys more money. In the women's case, the revenue that's going to come in is also going to change the lives of the women that have been working so hard to do that. Yeah. So to me, I feel like you said, they got to come together.
They got to come together.
Can't be
unity.
Swatting each other's hands and fucking saying, "Fuck this young bitch."
But you got to figure the game. So, yeah, I mean, it's always competitive. You get what I'm saying? So we understand it, but it's just like, we can take it far as Little League or JV or high school. When you have a freshman coming through, about to take somebody's spot, hell yeah, it's feathers ruffled everywhere. And then she changing the game, man. People is watching it more. You getting more money. They moving buildings. And I believe, honestly, they about to start coming with more women's teams. Why not? You expand this. It's for everybody. What y'all think, people? What y'all think on that one?
I'll throw this at you.
Don't throw. I don't
Oh my God, we gotta come up with a new. I'm gonna cut that. We gotta put a cut. I don't even want that. I don't want that.
You don't throw anything at me.
Nah. I have an idea I want to present to you though.
Okay.
What about a women's NBA team here in Buffalo?
We can do that because it's a lot of talent here.
We could support the numbers.
A lot of talent here. A lot of talent here in the 716. But all around, you get what I'm saying? Rochester, yes, it could happen. I like that, and make sure y'all put us in that too because it's about to happen. Let's write it off. Let's that sounded crazy.
Yo, I didn't want to say it. That sounded. You can ride whatever you want, but it ain't gonna beat up with me, bro. What the fuck? Oh,
that sounded crazy. Slow it down just a little bit. Slow the bus down. Were you scared to become a parent before all the kids, whatever, your first actual, like, we're having a baby? Were you scared to be a parent?
So I feel like the short answer to your question is no. I wasn't scared. But when I did get scared was like right when we had the first child. And, like we had a C-section, or they call it. Mm-hmm. And so, mom is having the operation finished, and they clean up the baby, and they said to me, all right, Dad, we're the nurse, right? You can roll the baby out of this room down to that room, the nursery that they're going to do like the initial health testing to make sure the baby's safe. So that moment that she says, take the cart with your fucking baby, for the first time you are your first have this child, that's for me when I was like, oh shit, like now this little baby is forever going to be fucking looking to me for whatnot. But, flash forward all these years, bro, it's probably the most natural thing I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to think about being a dad. I just am a dad.
Yeah.
I almost can't remember my life without being a dad. Like I can. I have memories. But I'm still not like, I feel like now I have someone to just, to give my knowledge to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, young buck, take this fucking chalice and fill it with grape juice.
Yeah. That's how basically what it was. I wasn't scared, you know what I mean? Cause we come from we family oriented, big family, you know what I mean? And like out of like, I'm gonna say like 43 plus grandkids and great grandkids, I'm like top 3. Yeah. So I done raised all of them. They old as hell now. They in their late 20s.
I'm sorry, did you say your top 3?
Yeah, it's my 2 cousins, they're twins, Kevin and Calvin, and then it's me. I'm top 3 out of 40 something grandkids and great grandkids. So I done seen everything. You know what I mean? So, and then I had my first kid when I was like 28 or something, my late 20s. It was like I was ready. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't scared. I was ready. You know what I mean? Especially how my mom, how she raised me, and my grandmother, my uncles, and we was big family oriented. My dad was in the picture. I go see him like at weekends and shit, man. Shout out, man, Big Floyd, man. Word, R.I.P. My pops. I lost my pops, but he was definitely in my life. Loved me to death. And I just wanted that for mine. So I wasn't scared. You know what I mean? I wasn't scared. It was like, it was time. I done did whatever. I mean, I had to find that right one to be the mother of my child. You know what I mean? And shout out Fia. I think I definitely hit this spot. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't scared. But, being a parent that ain't no joke. What's your, back another question. What's your definition of being a good parent? A good parent.
Honestly, so I think that my definition of being a good parent is honestly trying your best and providing the most that you can. Because I think too often in our life as human beings, like everything is based, like we forget that like you can only do so much based on your income and a few other things, right? So sometimes we get caught up comparing ourselves with people that have means that we don't. that doesn't make you less of a parent. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the same kind of means. So for me, it's just providing the most that you can and being the most that you can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people may not have the same situation as all of us.
Right.
But, you know.
And I ping pong off that, definitely being the best that you can. And time, time, you spend the time with your kid. Because that's one thing we don't get back, time. And when they're growing up, because they grow up so fast, you know what I mean? You don't want to really miss that. You know what I mean? So a lot of people think money, like a lot of people, like you said, situations different. So they don't have the finance like that. You know what I mean? I would rather install something into my kids and to just give it to them. You get what I'm saying? Or pay for it. Let the money be there. Nah, you got to install it because I can give you whatever. But if I install something into you so you can take it and run with it, it's going to be, I'm not going to say it like that, but it might be a little shaky when you're growing up because it's given to you. You get what I'm saying a little bit. So that's just being a great parent, that time. And because at one point, I'm holding you up while you're trying to walk. And if you be that person, that parent, your kid is going to hold you up when you can't walk. You get what I'm saying? When you older, they get older. We get older too.
Yeah, that's something, a buddy of mine lost his dad this year. A guy that's got a studio here where we're at now lost his father. So I've seen what losing specifically a dad can do to somebody.
Yeah.
And also, like what you're talking about, having your father, having a healthy relationship in some way with him in life is important, especially when it comes to your kids. Because people don't realize that shit when you get older, you're going to be looking to your kids or looking for somebody and they might not be there if you've been a certain way with them,
Mm-hmm.
So, I definitely agree with what you're saying.
That's deep. I mean, we got to shout them out. I mean, let's speed the bus up. We ain't about to have people crying. Not today. So, yeah, man. So, what we need y'all to do, y'all comment down below for a good father or a mentor in your life. Give us a story or something. Comment down below, man. Run them views up. Speed it up, Drew. Oh, man. So you on fire. What my boys say on live, Shaq, you on fire.
Yeah.
3 to 4 best decisions you made or you thought you made. 3 best decisions.
Quitting Geico. Or not staying in Geico. Having children and marrying my wife.
That's some good shit.
You gotta throw that in there.
Yeah, good shit. Definitely good shit. 3 to 4 of mine was finishing college. That was a good decision. Finishing college. Being in a career that I like, and it wasn't about the money. You get what I'm saying? Because when you do things, especially if you like doing it, you will never work a day in your life. And that's your work, that's your craft. Best decision. One of them. Gossip. Top 5, top 10. Best gangster movies to you of all time. Top 5, then we're going to top 10. What's on your mind, Wiz?
Belly.
Belly? No order or order?
No order.
Okay.
Training Day.
Okay.
Still a gangster movie to me. There's so many movies.
So many.
So, I don't even know.
I'm gonna go Goodfellas. Go Goodfellas. I'm gonna go.
See, I'm not even thinking.
Casino. Gotta go Casino. All the Godfathers. I'm putting
I was gonna say
all the Godfathers.
You could pretty much put all the Italian,
but no, because I'm coming
genre
back.
in there.
You definitely could, but it's still something. I'm going with Menace to Society. Boys in the Hood,
Okay.
New Jack City, City of Gods, The Bronx Tales. So many.
This is definitely a top. Yeah, give me your top 5. Top 10.
I'm gonna tell a movie that gets slept on. Blue Hill Avenue.
Never even heard of it.
That movie gets slept on. We
How
go
about Four Brothers?
I like Four Brothers. I like Four
Brothers is dope to me.
Shotters.
That's a good one.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's a good one.
it's some movies out there. Some movies. So what y'all think about, people? Comment down below. Top 10 gangster movies of all time. All time. That's a good one, because you could go like Scarface. We even say Scarface, Carlito's Way.
I feel like Scarface is good, but it's like so this is a great question. When you're talking about top gangster movies or top movies of anything, right?
Uh-huh.
I feel like you got to have some type of not category, what do you call it? Like a curriculum. You have to have like a standard. Like, for example, these movies can't be like something that you watch one time or whatever. I know mad people watch Scarface over and over, but Scarface is definitely one of those ones that, like, once you've seen it a couple times, like, it's kind of played out. Like, I don't think it holds up like some of the, like, dude, Goodfellas is a good example. I feel like no matter how many times that comes on, people leave that shit on. Like,
yeah,
there's a level to it.
I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna just tweak it just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's too long, but it showed that's where a lot of people got it from. You know what I mean? Because and then when I watch it, I get something.
Scarface?
Yeah, Scarface.
Okay.
When I watch it, I get something new out of it every time I watch it, because at one point I wasn't looking for that. You know, I watched it. I'm like, oh, this is my part, but damn, I didn't even know that. It just click on different levels when you watch it, because sometimes you miss things when you watch a movie. You know what I mean?
You ever watch Full Metal Jacket? It's like a boot camp movie for Vietnam era Marine Corps. And there's like a whole storyline while he's in boot camp. And then it comes to like a climax, pause, at the end of the story. And the movie keeps going, though, where the unit eventually goes to Vietnam. And I swear the movie, to me, should have ended in boot camp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's one of them scenarios where it's like your movie has to have that, like, something. Like, when you said gangster movie, I feel like that's a different category, too. Like, depending on what kind of gangster.
Yeah.
Because there will be, like, a top 10 of that.
A lot of it was, like, gangster, though. Even though, like, it was from different perspectives. You know what I mean? You may not live in this area. You may not live in this city or country, whatever. Everybody's moving and grooving, but doing same thing, but similar, but different because of where you at. You know what I mean? So,
I do.
What y'all think, people? Man, we just want y'all to know what y'all think. That's a mean joint. We might have to double back on that one, Paul.
Right, and also let us know, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? No, I'm just trying to convince my wife, people. No.
Yeah, so, man, we're going to slow the buzz down, man. Slow the buzz down. Again, we're going to shout out all the fathers. Happy Father's Day weekend, man. Happy Father's Day week, man. Word. And just, man, relax, chill, do what y'all need to do. Do what you ain't did. Put your robe on, start talking shit, and don't get on that grill, man. Word, don't get on the grill. And till next time, world, y'all stay dangerous. And we out.